Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, how are you? Let me know what you're feeling. How are the sessions going on? Are you watching those sessions? Are you solving these questions that I've given you in the previous chapters that I've covered in one short series of mathematics? So today I'm here with another very simple but important chapter of algebra. Okay, so what I thought, no, that I'll complete the algebra part first, then of course I'll move on to the other chapters which is there for your grade 10. Okay, so another chapter we are discussing today is going to be polynomials. So actually what happens, we all know that weightage is given for the entire unit of algebra as 20 marks, but if you club that together, the chapters polynomial and quadratic equations, then it becomes almost 6 to 7 marks from these two chapters. Okay, so 7 marks, sometimes 8 marks. So that's why this combination, this beautiful combination and easy combination of polynomials and quadratic are very important for our boards. Okay, so I hope all of you are very excited, ready to ace this chapter as well. So today I'm going to take almost 20 questions, and the beautiful thing about these 20 questions are they're unique in nature. Okay, and when you see the different type of problems, you'll understand they're very important. So this is a right mix of questions, whether it is a word problem, it is a question on the graphical approach, whether it is a question which is a PYQ. Okay, so we have taken all the problems, we're going to solve it today, and after this session we can say completely for sure chapter is very easy for us. Polynomials is done and very easy for us. Let's start. So okay, first thing is chapter plan. In that we know, we list out the topics which is there. We have definitions and types of polynomials. Yes, starting very basics, very basic. What is that? Yes, what is a polynomial? Why do we call it that way? Okay, so we'll learn that. We'll go back and learn the classification, how can we classify them. So there comes the types of polynomials. Later on we have zeros of a polynomial. Now this is where the whole chapter revolves around, zeros of a polynomial. So very important chapter. Graphical method is there. I'll give you one extra concept also today, because sometime I actually I think couple of years back I saw a problem which was not there in the syllabus, but it was asked in a case study. Okay, so that was based upon the graphical method. So I'm going to give you some of the extra concepts as well. Might not be in the syllabus, but they can be reframed it with the help of quadratic equations. Okay, so I'm going to teach you that as well over here. Then comes your relationship between the coefficients and the zeros. Remember, this is the same as quadratic equation. So similar, I'm going to repeat this over here using both graphical and the approach of algebra. Simple. Weightage, as I already said, if you want to talk about the chapter polynomial, simply it's going to be close to 3 to 4 marks. Okay, but if you combine quadratic with the polynomial, this becomes close to 7 marks. Okay, then it is very important. Then it is very important. Two reasons. They are very simple. The whole question, if you know factorization well, if you know how to break the algebra very easily, okay, then these 7 marks are very easy for you. Next up, now to cover all of this, of course I will talk about all the concepts, right? And apart from that, so all concepts will be covered today in the session. Okay, and apart from that, I've taken 20 plus questions, 20 plus problems on all these concepts to clarify, to make the learning application based. Okay, so any one of you, I understand this happens, grade 10 students, I know you're feeling you are actually struggling in this chapter. We all teachers say it is very simple, but I understand that some of you do struggle in this chapter, some of you do lose marks in this chapter. Have you are you done with your unit test? You are, right? The midterms are coming, so you will know for sure what I'm talking about. Yes, you do lose marks in the polynomials. That's why I'm here. Believe me, after watching this entire session, you'll not have the same problem. Okay, let's start. Now before I start the chapter, what I do, I would like to tell you all, because we're just starting over here, right? So I would like to tell you all about who we are. Okay, so at Diksha Vedantu for class 10th, we are those supporters of these students. Not only these many, we have many more. For the last 27 years, we have at this platform at Diksha Vedantu, we have produced numerous, we can't even count, the toppers, the rankers, 95% achievers of CBSE Class 10th. Okay, and if you want to be one of them, if you want to join in our journey and let us be a part of your journey, subscribe right away to our channel Diksha Vedantu for class 10. We're just starting, but there's a lot to come, and we are bringing in one of the most most unique feature available on YouTube right now is teaching all the subjects for class 10th in only English medium. Okay, so we'll teach all the chapters, all the subjects, whether it is chemistry, biology, mathematics, SST, whatever the subjects are, will be all taught in English medium. So if you are actually trying to make a difference in your preparation right now, subscribe the channel and keep the notification bell turned on, because we are giving lectures over here. There are strategies coming up, updates coming up, all about the examination, about the boards, and there are changes right this year. So of course you need to be very alert with that. You can't miss out on those things. So make the notification always turned on, so that even if you're busy, you get to know, okay, something new is coming our way. I'm telling you, it'll be worth your while, it'll be worth your time that you're giving. Okay, let me know anything else you want from me or anything you want from us in the comment section of this video. Let's continue now. I've taken enough of your time talking about me, talking about what is the content going to be for this session. Now the actual chapter starts. As I said, I'm gonna start with the very basic, which is the definitions. Now the question was, what is a polynomial? In one word, it's expression. Have you heard this word a lot? Yes, expressions. What is an expression? We have not learned. Find the value of this expression. Even before this grade 10, you have learned about this, right? So yes, I'm talking about the similar expressions in the algebra form, which includes both constants and the variables. Includes both constants and the variables. All right. So we can have the polynomial like the constant itself, just constant 2. Just variable x. Yes, even these are the polynomials. We can have more than one term as 2. We can have the power from 1 to 2 and so on. We can have 3 terms as well. So we have basically, if I have to simplify, the combination of constants and the variable, and in this combinations, the connections made between the constant and the variable should be using what? The mathematical operations of addition, subtraction, division, and so on. Okay, when you do that, these combinations will lead to a expression, and that expression is called as polynomial. That expression is called as polynomial. Now we can classify this on the basis of either degrees or the number of terms. Yes, degree means what? The highest power of the variable. Yes, the degree means the highest power of the variable. What is the basis of number of terms? Sir, very simple. 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, like that. Can you have 0 term? Of course not, because even if you write 0, it is 1 term, is it? So do not think like this. Can we have 0 term? I know those backbenchers, right? You think like this. You go that way. Your brain is designed like that way, because you're of course always doing some mischiefs in the classroom. So you're always asking this sort of question. Sir, what happens if we have 0 term? How can you have 0 term? Can you have 0 term? Sir, 0 is also a term, right? So even though it's a term 0, it's also a 1 term polynomial. Okay, so we'll not have 0 term. Okay, that joke is over now, sir. Let's move on. All right, I understand that. So on the basis of degree and on the basis of number of terms, we simply classify polynomials. They look very heavy? No, they are not, and you all know that. They are very simple. Okay, now before I move on to this classification, I would also like to talk about some cases where it is not a polynomial. Whenever you have power of the variable as a fraction, let's say 1 by 2 minus 2, is it a polynomial? No, it is not a polynomial. To understand this, the power, the index should always be whole number. Should always be whole number. Now you might be thinking, again backbenchers, this time, no, not you, your front bench, your classmate from the front bench, they might be thinking, sir, whole number is 0 also, sir. Whole number is 0 also. Can the power be 0? Yes, of course. If I take power as 0, what is the answer? 1. 1. It means what? 1 is a constant. Is it a polynomial? Of course, it is a constant polynomial. So even the 0 can also be the power. That's why I've written the degree, the power has to be whole numbers. Okay, I can write this as 2x0. What's the answer? 2. It's a constant polynomial. So understand this, because in the exam, in the MCQ, what they're gonna do, no, they'll give you 4 options, and the question statement will be, pick the statement, pick the form which is a polynomial or which is not a polynomial. They can ask you. Please be very much clear about the word they're asking, whether it is not or yes. Okay, whether they're asking for a polynomial or whether they're asking a expression which is not a polynomial, you got to know both of them. Okay, so look for this word. Sometimes this happens, even I have made this kind of mistakes. I miss the word not and get the wrong answer. Okay, then my students remind me, sir, it is written as not. So please do not make mistakes like me. Be better than me. Okay, and get the word for what is written in the question. Of course you should know the question, right? But yeah, coming back to my point, there can be a question like this in your boards. Yes, silly, simple, but yes, question can come like this. Pick the expression which is not a polynomial. Then what's going to happen? You should know. Just look for the power of the variable as whole number. It's good enough. Okay, if it is not whole number, not a polynomial. As simple to understand like this. Okay, now we are moving to the classifications. As promised, classification, simple concept, 1 minute per slide. Okay, what is it? Number of term. One term, sir. One term is called as monomial. Example, a constant 2, a variable term, just x, just y, whatever it is. One term, it is a monomial. Two terms, it is a bi. Bi means 2. Binomial. Please check x plus 2, 2x cube plus x plus 5, sorry, x power 5. Okay, 3 terms. Now we have 3 terms. This is called as trinomial. Okay, so our actually whole chapter will revolve around this only. Most of the times we'll be solving questions, we'll be relating with trinomials, and in particularly we'll be relating with quadratic polynomials. Okay, we'll be relating with quadratic, means power is 2, that is called as quadratic. So we'll have lot of questions, most of the questions based upon this quadratic polynomial only, which is also called as, in this case, look, the thing is trinomial can have any power, x power 5, x power 4 also, but I'm talking about the trinomials with the highest power as 2. Okay, clear? Sir, you're saying trinomial and quadratic polynomial is the same thing. I'm saying trinomial has 3 terms, and quadratic polynomial, you all know that has this form, ax square plus bx plus c. How many terms over here? 3 terms, right? So this is a trinomial or not? Yes, it is. Is it a quadratic polynomial or not? Yes, it is, because highest degree is 2. Quadratic because highest degree is 2. Trinomial because there are 3 terms here. Is it making sense to all of you? Is the classification on the basis of number of terms clear? Sir, what about 4 terms? We don't have that. By quadratic, we don't have the, after this, no, everything we call it as simply polynomial. Okay, we don't have this in our syllabus. We don't have power 4. Okay, the number of terms as 4 over here. Now on the basis of degrees, degree 0 constant, degree 0 constant, I just showed you, right? 2 times of x power 0. What is the answer? 2 times of 1. What is the answer? 2. Is 2 a constant? Of course it is. Is 2 a constant? Of course it is. Okay, so we have a constant polynomial written like this. Degree is 0. Moving on. Degree 1 linear polynomial. How come, sir? X plus 1. X plus 1 is a polynomial or not? Yes, it is. What's the power of x? 1. Nothing means 1. Okay, so whenever we have degree 1, we call this to be a linear polynomial. Right? Simple, very simple things. So you are giving me very simple things. Do not worry. Stay with me till the end. You'll see how I've taken the question. Okay, I will give you a problem which you can't solve only. So do not worry. Stay with me. And you know, I cannot just make your chapters difficult on purpose, can I? If the chapter is easy, it is easy. Good for us. We'll score marks in that. What can I do? Can I make the chapter difficult on purpose by me? Not possible. NCERT has given guidelines. You have a textbook. I'm just following that, right? So let's move on. Degree 2 means quadratic polynomial. Degree 2 means quadratic polynomial. Super. Next is degree 3 means cubic. Right? Cubic means what? Like this. X cube minus 3x square plus 4x plus 1, or it can be simply x cube minus 1 also is a quadratic. We don't look for number of terms in this case. That's very important. We don't look for number of terms in this case, just the degree. Here we have 2 terms. Is it a cubic? Yes, it is. Here we have 4 terms. It is a cubic? Yes, it is. So we don't look for to define the polynomial with respect to the degrees. We don't look for the number of terms. Okay, number of terms can be anything, doesn't matter. Degree, if it is validated like this, degree is 3, cubic polynomial, answer is both of these are cubic polynomials. Making sense to you? Very simple thing, but it makes sense. MCQs 1 marker. When you lose marks, all of you, 20 marks of MCQs comes and you all go haywire. You're losing marks there. Okay, so you can't do that, right? That's why I'm giving this much of focus of energy on these kind of questions. Next, 0 polynomial degree, sir. So not written over here, nothing written over here because it is not defined. It is not defined. How come? How come? Think about it. 0 polynomial means what? How many polynomials we have like this? Only one. I can write this as x power 1. What is the answer? 0. X power 5. What is the answer? 0. X power 1000. What's the answer? 0. So basically for 0 polynomial you can write x power anything. Answer is always 0. So of course degree is not defined. In this particular case degree is not defined. Is it making sense to you? Okay, let me know. So now we are done with the classification. Next, sir, why simple things you're taking? Chapter is like this. What can I do? Next is what? Value of polynomial. Should I not teach this? Yes, it is important. Basically what they asked, you know, remember this? P of 1 you find, P of 0 you find, P of 5 you find. This is called as finding the value of any given expression. In this case, the expression is a polynomial. Remember, when you go ahead in 11th and 12th, you learn about trigonometric expression. Over here we have quadratic. Okay, so we are talking with respect to only quadratic expression, but yeah, we always find no value of expression. In this case, we're going to look for polynomials expressions. Okay, P of 1, 35 into 1 minus 2, 35 minus 2, answer is 33. P of 0, put here 35 into 0 minus 2, answer is 0, minus 2, answer is minus 2. Simply substitute the value of x where you're looking to find the value of the polynomial. In this case, P of 1, check this out. 2 times of 1 square minus 6 times of 1 plus 2. 2 minus 6 plus 2, what is the answer? Minus 2. So why are you taking 1 and 0? It's easy to calculate, that's why. You can do difficult one, do 105, 106. You want to do calculation, do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to, you know, get wrong in that. Okay, I don't want to make take time in that. You can do it. If the exam comes, that's the best part about being a teacher. I don't have to, you know, do this difficult calculation because that's your job. I can teach you, I can take time, but you got to do it in time. How can I do that? By avoiding use of calculators. Every time there's a multiplication, sir, I'll just open my phone. Mama, give me my phone. Do not do that, okay, bacha? I know it's very difficult sometimes, but you got to do it on the paper and make a habit of doing a faster calculation. You can use Vedic maths also for that, okay? So you can use the tricks involved in multiplications to make it faster. Remember some small, you know, multiplications tricks, like for squares, for all those things, to make your calculation speed better and better. Every day should increase, okay? So, but for me, it is not a problem. I'm not going to write an examination, right? But you are going to. So please stop using calculators right away today. If even one student can do that today, I'll be very happy. Stop using calculators, very, very bad for your exam. Okay, so 2 times of 1 square minus 6 times of 1 plus 2, answer is minus 2. Okay, this is how you find the value of a polynomial. Next up we have, what are the, now from here onwards your actual chapter starts. Zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. What is it? Is it difficult? Not difficult. Is it important? Very important. Very important. Okay, it's an actual one good concept that you're learning is going to be starting from here only. Of course, as the maths grows, there are more and more good concepts coming your way, but one very interesting concept that is, you know, that is introduced right now to you is zeros of a polynomial. It talks about those values of x, which will make the entire expression, which expression? This algebraic expression given to you as 0. I'll repeat myself, please listen carefully. This 0 of a polynomial is that value of x which will make the given algebraic expression, hence called as polynomial, as equal to 0. Okay, and I'm telling you, it will not be any values, any random value, no. It'll be a defined fixed value. For example, to make 5x plus 2 0, to make 5x plus 2 0, you'll not have many values, you'll have only one value, and that is what? 5 into minus 2 by 5 plus 2. So your 0 is nothing but 2 by minus 2 by 5. Check, 5 and 5 cancel, answer is minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So basically your x equals to minus 2 by 5 is the zero of the polynomial. px given as 5x plus 2. And how do you find that? Sir, you knew it. Okay, how do you find that? Any student who is struggling with this part will ask me, sir, how do you find that? Very simple. Take the polynomial px and equate it to 0. Equate it to 0. What do you get? 5x plus 2 equals 0 means x equals minus 2 upon 5. X equals minus 2 upon 5, and if you check carefully, that's what I've substituted over here. That's exactly what I have made the substitution in my polynomial to get the polynomial equal to 0. Okay, so this case, sir, we'll do the same thing. Put this equal to 0. Put the given polynomial equal to 0. Factorize it. X square plus 5x minus 6. X square plus 6x minus x minus 6. Correct? 6x into x is nothing but 6x square, and the sum will be 5x. Okay, now what are you gonna get? The factors will be x plus 3, okay, sorry, x plus 6 and x minus 1, right? X plus 6 and x minus 1 equal to 0. Check this out. 6 into minus 1 is minus 6. X into x is x square. 6x minus x is 5x. This is my factors. Now tell me, how can you make this 0, this LHS part? When you make this bracket 0 or this bracket 0, so do it. Make the first bracket 0, you get x plus 6 can be 0, or x minus 1 can be 0. From here what you're getting? X equals to minus 6 and x equals to 1. So from here these two are called as what? Zeros of polynomial px in this case. Please check. So x equals to minus 6 and x equals to 1 are those values of x which will make this given expression 0. If you want, substitute it. Put x as 1. You get 1 plus 5 minus 6. That is 0. Okay, that is 0. So these are those values of x which will make the entire polynomial equal to 0. Making sense to you? Making sense to you? Yes. Now, if I ask you, if you were right now in front of me, if it was a live session, I would have asked you, what is one thing that is common between both of these? My question would have been, what is one thing which is common between both of these expressions, linear and polynomial, quadratic? You will say, sir, nothing is common, they are different. Even the zeros are different. Here we have minus 2 by 5, here we have minus 6 and 1. My question, understand this right now. If you're listening to me, if you're watching this video right now, please let me know at almost 20 minutes mark, what is the relation between, what is one common thing between both these examples, example number 1 and example number 2. I'm telling you, there's one very big common difference, plus I want you to think about it. I hope you have thought about it now. Yes? Can I give you the answer for that? So the common point between both of these expressions is based upon the number of the degree value. Basically, the degree value of the expression, degree is what? 1. Degree is what? 2. Degree is what? 1. Degree is what? 2. The number of degrees is actually equivalent to number of zeros. Degree is 1, number of 0 is 1. Degree is 1, number of 0 is 1. Over here, degree is 2. Quadratic, degree is 2, number of 0 is 2. Degree is actually equal to the maximum value of the maximum number of the zeros a given polynomial can have. Actually, the better way to refer it will be having it. Okay, so degree is actually the understanding that any given polynomial will have that number of maximum, that number of zeros. If it is 2, it can have 2 or less. It cannot have more than 2. If it is 1, it can have 1 or less, not more than 1. So next up, please check. Number of zeros of any polynomial cannot be more than, cannot exceed the degree of the polynomial. If we have cubic, we'll have 3 zeros. If we have quadratic, we'll have 2 zeros. If it is linear, it will have 1 zero. Next is what? Constant polynomial does not have a zero. Of course, 2. If I have, let's say, polynomial px equals to 2, can you make this ever 0? No, sir, you can never make this 0. No value of x will make this 0. Of course, then a constant polynomial will not have any ever a 0. Okay, so these statements are important when it comes to MCQs of your examination. Okay, you don't believe me right now, it's okay. When the exam come, you let me know. Okay, you come back to this video and comment, yes sir, you were right. This statement that I'm giving you becomes very much relevant, okay, very much important for the 1 marker question where you lose marks, which is unfair to all the teachers. They're putting a lot of efforts to teach you guys, you still lose marks in that 1 marker question and you end up getting 94, 95. You could have got 100. A lot of students do that, right? So you should also get that 100 marks in maths. Chaliye, if 1 of the 0 of quadratic polynomial, now the question rally starts. Let's break the question down now. 0 of quadratic polynomial. 0 means what? That value of x which will make the entire polynomial 0. Okay, let's make the polynomial first. We have p of x equals to k minus 1 times of x square plus kx plus 1. They're saying that minus 3 is a 0. They're saying that minus 3 is a 0. What it means? It means p of minus 3 is 0. Correct, na? That's right, okay? If minus 3 is 0 means if you put minus 3 in the polynomial, it will make the whole thing 0. Because this represents that value of x which will make the polynomial 0. I've done that. Put it over here. P of minus 3. Check this out. K minus 1 remains as it is. This is going to be 9. Square of minus 3 is how much? 9 plus k times of minus 3 plus 1. What is this going to be? 0. Put here. 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1. What I get? Minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8. 9k minus 3k is 6k minus 8 equals to 0. Bring this 8 over here, I get 8 equals to 6k. Make this 6 go over here, I get k equals to 8 by 6, 4 by 3. My k value is 4 by 3. Now you might be thinking, sir, why all these steps? Why all these steps? Because it's a board. You're preparing for a board exam. Steps matters. There's a step marking. There's a marking scheme. So please write the steps. Okay? I understand you can get the answer from here only directly. So step number 3 answer I got 4 by 3. You got to write the next 3 steps as well. You got to highlight the answer as k equal to 4 by 3. It matters. These are actually marks worthy. You cannot forget to write the highlighting your final answer. Writing the formulas involved. You got to do everything. Okay, however boring it is, but it has to be done because marking scheme. You want a logic? The teachers that evaluate for board paper, no, they get a marking scheme to follow. Marking scheme, it has written that if the student has not written the formula, cut half marks. If the answer is not highlighted, cut half marks. What are you going to do? So they have to follow the marking scheme. Even however they like your answers, but they have to follow the marking scheme. So do you. How do you get to know that? Visit the official website of CBSE. In that, every sample paper is given. Next to that, there's a marking scheme given. So follow that. What did I say? Visit the official website of CBSE. Sample papers are given. Next to that, you can just search it. Sample paper and marking scheme. You'll get a direct website. Clear? Question number 1 was very simple. Answer is simply 4 by 3. Right? Yeah. Okay. If the zeros of a quadratic polynomial x square plus a plus 1x plus b are 2 and minus 3, then a and b is what? Okay. Previous case there was only one variable k, so they gave us 1 0. In this case we have 2 variables a and b. A and b. So they have given us 2 zeros. Same thing. Write the polynomial first. P of x as x square plus a plus 1 times of x plus b. What are we going to do to make the equations? Understand this. To find the values of 2 variables, you need 2 equations. To find the values of 1 variable, you need 1 equation. To find the value of n variables, you'll need n equations. In this case, 2 variables means we have to find the 2 equations. P of first 0, 2. 2 square plus a plus 1 times of 2 plus b. We know this has to be equal to 0. I get 4 plus 2a plus 2 plus b. From here I can move this 6 over here, right? 4 plus 2 is 6. It will become minus 6. We have 2a plus b. That's my equation number 1. Difficult? No. 4 plus 2 is 6. Moving on this side becomes minus 6. Okay. This is b, okay? That's b. Next up, we'll have p of minus 3. We'll get what? Minus 3 squared plus a plus 1 times of minus 3. And we have b as it is. This will be 0 because this is a 0. Minus 3 and 2 are the zeros of the given polynomial. I get 9 over here. minus 3a minus 3 plus b. Okay, 9 minus 3 is what? 6. Comes here, becomes minus 6. What we have? Minus 3a plus b, equation number 2. Please check. 9 minus 3 is 6. Comes over this side, becomes minus 6. Subtract now. Equation 1 minus 2. Subtract equation 1 minus 2. What are you going to get? Write 1 over here, minus 6. 2a plus b. Over here we have minus 6 minus 3a plus b. Subtraction means sign change. Plus minus, this cancels. Minus 6 and plus 6 cancels. B and b cancels. What I have? 0 equals to 5a. It means value of a is what? Value of a is 0. It means what? Equation 1 you can use over here. Use equation 1 from here. What do you get? Minus 6 equals to twice of 0 plus b. It means b value is minus 6. That's your answers. A is 0, b is minus 6. That's your final answers. Okay, if I have made any mistake in the calculation part, you have to tell me. I might do, okay? Some things are very silly. I might make some silly mistakes. But of course, you let me know if I have made any. I have tried not to. 2 is over. Question number 3 now. Question number 3 now. Now, another very beautiful concept. Very, very, very beautiful concept. Whenever you have the polynomials, zeros given, 2 zeros, especially in the case of quadratic, and they're asking you to find the quadratic polynomial. They're asking you to find the quadratic polynomial. There's a formula actually given to you. It's given as this: x square minus a plus b times of x plus, it is actually alpha beta. I just wrote as a plus b, my bad. That's the formula that you have for quadratic. You don't have cubic in the syllabus, okay? Clear? X square minus a alpha plus beta times of x plus alpha into beta is the formula when you have two of the zeros given to you. In case of only quadratic, this is only for quadratic. Okay, use it. I get x square minus, add these two, plus and minus, this is positive, this is negative, it will become 0, times of x, and product of these two will become what? Have a look. Root 3 by 2 into, sorry, root 3 by root 2, na? Okay, we have root 2 over here as well. There's a minus sign over here. What I get? X square minus 0, this is minus, okay, this is minus into plus, it will become minus. Root 3 into root 3 is 3, and root 2 into root 2 is 2. I get x square minus 3 by 2. Either you can write this as the answer, or you can simplify, take the coefficient as 2x square and minus 3. This is the final answer actually. Now you might, some of you, one of you, two of you might be wondering, sir, why this? Because if you have this given, let's say, if you have this given, just understand, okay? And we are trying to find what? We are trying to find the zeros. What happens there? We put it equal to 0. I can take 2 common, no? It will become x square minus 3 by 2 equal to 0. This 2 can be sent on this side. We'll get what? X square minus 3 by 2 equal to 0. Have a look. Same thing written over here. Same thing is written over there. From here you can get what? Move on this side. You get x square equals to 3 by 2. What is the answer? X is plus minus the root 3 by 2. 3 by 2. This is not important, not a solution. Okay, this is not part of the solution. Just want to show you why these two are the same thing. Why these two are the same thing, and why we can write the final answer as 2x square minus 3. Makes sense? Makes sense? Because what happens, no, I don't want to be don't want to have a student which understands a little bit of it and later accepts because I'm saying it. Usually this happens. Okay, your teacher is telling something and you accept, okay, this is true, but in our mind we do get that question, why it is true? Okay, because this is the reason. This is true because of this reason. Okay, I'll try to make efforts so that you all understand actually the reason behind the concept. I try to do that whenever possible. I'll try to be motivated to tell you one extra bit to make sense to you. Okay, question number 4 now. Find the zeros of the polynomial. How do you find that? First one, x square minus 3x minus 28, put it equal to 0. You have been given a polynomial. How do you find zeros? We are looking for those values of x which will make this whole thing 0. We are looking for those values of x which will make this whole thing 0. Factorize it. X square minus 7x plus 4x minus 28 is 0. How come? I don't have to teach you this now. This is basically splitting the middle term method. Okay, you all know you're gonna multiply the first and third term, right? You get minus 28 x square, right? Factorize 28, you have 128, 214, 47. Look for the factors combination which will make the 3 value. You can see 4 and 7 is making 3. It means 7 has to be negative, 4 has to be positive. We have x means make this as x and x. We get 7x minus 7x plus 4x. This is the method to do it. Okay, but all right. Take it x common, we get x minus 7, the first two terms. Over here we get 4 common, x minus 7 again. In the given two terms we have x minus 7 common. We have x plus 4 equals to 0. Gives me value of x as 7 or minus 4. This is the two values of the zeros of the given polynomial, given quadratic polynomial. This I have done. This is your homework. Okay, so question number 4, part 2, zeros are, give me the comment. This is your comment. This is your comment. I want you to guys please attempt this. Question number 4, part 2, what is the answer? Got it? Done? Superb. Moving on. Question number 5 now. As I said, I have total of 20 problems. So concept part, one more thing is there, the coefficient end, we'll discuss that. Rest all is covered, okay? If x plus a is 0 of the polynomial 2x square plus 3ax plus 1, find the value of a. Find the value of a. This is a 0. What it means? It means x equals to minus a. Okay. So actually x equals to minus a, okay? X plus a is a factor, it will become a, there's a mistake in the question here. This will be a factor actually. This will be a factor, not a 0. Okay, because x plus a cannot be a 0, right? X equals to minus a can be a 0, or x equals to plus a can be a 0. X plus a can be a factor. Okay, so what happens? Take the polynomial p of x is 2x square plus 3 of ax plus 1. I hope we got it right. What I did over here, I have written here x plus a is a 0. X plus a cannot be a 0. Either x equals to minus a can be a 0 or x equals to plus a can be a 0. X plus a is a factor actually. Okay. Put it here. P of minus a, we all know this has to be what? It has to be 0. Put it here. We get 2a square. And we get here what? Minus, so plus 3 times of a times of minus a plus 1. This is what? 0. I get 2a square minus 3a square plus 1. What I'm getting over here, minus a square plus 1 equals to 0. Over on this side, I get a square equals to 1. It means a value is plus minus 1. We are asking what? We've been asked to find the value of a. A is plus minus 1. I hope all the steps are very much clear. It's not a difficult question. Not a difficult problem. Now, the last concept that I'm going to teach you today will be the relationship between zeros and the coefficient of polynomial. Which polynomial over here we have? We have actually only quadratic. We have only quadratic. We used to have cubic earlier, but now that is been chopped off of our syllabus. We have this as a form of quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. This is the polynomial that we know, that we have learned as quadratic. Px equals to this. When we have this, zeros, let's say we have the zeros as alpha and beta. Alpha and beta. Then what happens here is sum of zeros is given by alpha plus beta, and what we get over here, ratio of the coefficient we get. Okay, we write this as minus b by a. That's the formula. We don't have derivation right now, only the formula. Remember this, sum of the zeros is given by, of course, if the zeros are alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. And if you're looking for product of again zeros, we get over this as alpha into beta, and this is going to be simply c by a. What is c? C is the constant term. C is the constant, A is the coefficient. This is more than enough to solve any question in the quadratic polynomial. We'll see that right now, starting with the questions. The graphical meaning of the zeros of the polynomial. Graphical meaning, what it means is basically, if I have a linear function, let's say y equals to x plus 1. X plus 1. It means this, first of all, we know that for a linear function or for a linear polynomial, we have only one zero. It means there will be only one value of x. There will be only one value of x for which your y value is 0. Check this out. It will become minus 1. It will become minus 1. Please check. So this will be your, this point is called as 0. Okay, and this is nothing but x equals to minus 1. So if I have to state this one thing, this whole thing in one statement, that the graphical meaning of 0 means that point on the x-axis where the graph cuts it. Okay, means whichever point, whichever the x value where the graph is crossing, bisecting the x-axis is called as simply graphical meaning or zeros of the polynomial. Okay, if I talk, let's say if I talk with respect to a quadratic. For a quadratic, we can have this. We can have this. So quadratic, we know that for a quadratic polynomial, what happens? We have the curve is called as parabola. For linear, it is straight line. For quadratic, it is parabola. Okay, and you'll have 2 points as zeros. You'll have 2 points as 0. Of course, there can be a case when it is only 1 point. Only 1 point. It can be a case where it is no point. Okay, we have learned this already in the case of your quadratic equations, but it's okay. Let's recall it again over here as well. In the case of zeros of a quadratic polynomial, we can have a condition of either 2 zeros, 1 zeros, or no zeros. Okay, 1 zeros or no zeros. All right, but it cannot be more than 2. We learned that already. Number of zeros cannot be more than the degree of the polynomial. Quadratic means degree is 2, so cannot be more than 2. Okay, so basically the graphical meaning states that the number of times the curve for the given parabola cuts x-axis. Cuts x-axis, and that point, that x coordinate of that point is called as the 0. All right, so this is the graphical meaning of 0 of a polynomial. Now we are starting your actual exam style question, whether it is a PYQ, whether it is a MCQ, all of this will be discussed. Okay, even the word problems. Have a look. Sum of zeros of a polynomial. Sum of 0. Sum is given as alpha plus beta minus b by a. Like this, we get root of 2x square plus 0 times of x minus 17. Yes or no? Yes, correct. What is the b value over here? B value is 0 by a value is root 2. What's the answer going to be? Simply 0. Option C is correct. Option C is correct. Please have a look. The zeros of a polynomial x square plus px plus q are twice the zeros of the polynomial given as, basically we have an unknown polynomial and we have a known polynomial. They are saying that for this, the zeros are twice of these. It's okay. Let's find the zeros of these. We have 4x square minus 5x minus 6. How do you find zeros? Put it equal to 0. When you do that, factorize it. We have 4x square minus 6. We have 24. It means 4x square. This 2 is minus 24. Okay, right? Minus 8x plus 3x minus 6. Please check. Minus 8x plus 3x is minus 5x, and the product is minus 24x square. Superb. Take 4x common, we have x minus 2. Take here 3 common, we have again x minus 2. So my values are x minus 2 times of 4x plus 3, which is 0. From these two brackets, these two factors, we are getting 2 0 values. X value is 2 and minus 3 by 4. Minus 3 by 4. Alright. Now, what are they saying? The roots of this polynomial, x square plus px plus q is what? For this, the root is what? The roots are, let's call the, sorry, not roots. I'm used to the equations, equation format. In quadratic equation, this values becomes roots, but in case of polynomials, it becomes zeros. So let's say the zeros are alpha comma beta are your zeros. Then what happens? Alpha will become twice of this 2 and beta will be what? Twice of this minus 3 by 4. Twice of the minus 3 by 4. I'm getting here the value as 4. I'm getting here the value as minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2. Have a quickly look. Alpha is here, beta is here. What are they asking? Value of P. They're asking us value of P. Remember, apply this concept of sum of zeros. Sum. What is sum going to be? Alpha plus beta. Formula is minus B by A. What is minus B? Minus of P. So it becomes minus P by A. What is A here? A is nothing but simply 1. So minus P by 1 equals to, check this out, we're going to add these two. We're going to add the numbers we have. I'll take on this side, add here, 4 plus minus will become minus 3 by 2 equals to minus P we have. It'll become 8 minus 3, how much is that? 5 by 2 equals to minus P here, correct? That's right? Yeah. So answer going to be what? Minus 5 by 2. Please check. Your P will be what? Minus 5 by 2. Option A is correct. Have a look. I hope I have not made any mistake in the calculation, but if I have, let me know. This is the first part. I move to this. Okay, from here you have to go to this side, then again come back to this and then continue like this. Okay, the solution from here to here, then here to here. Got it? Answer of P is coming as minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2. All right. Next up, question number 8 now. What it says? If polynomial Px is given like this, then the value of P1 plus P4 is what? P1 plus P4. P1 means put the value here as 1 square minus 5 times of 1 plus 6 times of 1. Sorry, not 1. There is no 1 over there. Excuse me. This is without 1, okay? Next what we have? P4. So add plus. We'll have a 4 square minus 5 into 4 plus 6. What I'm getting here? 1 plus 6 is 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay, over here 16 minus 20 plus 6. I get 22 minus 2 is again 2. My answer is 2 plus 2. Hence it is nothing but 4. Have a look. Question number 8, answer is 4. B. Yes. Question number 9 now. Another MCQ. That's a PYQ from 2023 paper. If alpha beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus ax minus b, then the value of alpha square plus beta square is what? This. Now anyone who likes algebra actually will know that this is nothing but equals to alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. This is for anyone who likes the algebra part. If you don't like it, it's okay. Just write the expansion over here. You'll get this as alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. The formula, we have entity, right? X plus y the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Cancel. What is left? The same thing. If you know it, means you like algebra. If you don't know it, it's okay. From here on, you can start liking algebra. Let me just remove the last step. Just to show you why it is true, I have taken this statement. Clear. Okay. Next what? It means this represents my sum of the zeros and this represents my product of the zeros. So basic idea is if you can find the sum and the product, question is solved. Find the sum. Sum is given by minus b by a. What is minus b by a? From here, minus of minus a. What is a value? In this case 1. Don't write it as a, okay? Don't write it as a because sir a and a will cancel, answer is 1. No, it is not a. It is 1. A value is the coefficient of x square, so a is 1. That is my sum value. Okay, let's look at product now. Product will be what? C by a. What is c over here in this case? Minus b upon 1. Answer is simply minus b. Use this. Alpha square plus beta square equals to sum of the sum square minus twice of the product. Okay, sum is what? A square minus twice of minus b. So a square plus 2b. Option B is correct. Have a look. Everyone, option B is correct. Ninth option B is correct. Clear? Okay, clear. Question number 10 now. Question number 10 now. What is there? If one of the zeros of the cubic polynomial, ninth is clear, right? Ninth हो गया होगा. Ninth हो गया होगा. Question number 10 now. If one of the zeros of the cubic polynomial, sir, cubic is not there in the syllabus. I understand that, but my job is not to just teach you what is coming. Little bit push I need to give. Okay, when I do that, your brain opens, so that when the surprises come in the examination, you know you are prepared for this. You are prepared to think like this. Not my job is not only to build you to memorize all the questions that is coming. It's about to make your thinking ability grow. Your mental ability should be enhanced with the sessions. That's why some extra things will be there in my classes. If one of the zeros of the cubic polynomial is x cubed plus ax square plus bx plus c, this is a cubic polynomial, is given as -1. If I take this as my polynomial, p of x equals to x cube ax square bx plus c, find it minus p of -1, -1 plus a times of 1 minus b plus c. What is this? A plus c minus b minus 1. This is my p of -1. Okay, this should be equal to 0, right? Because -1 is given as a 0. -1 is given as a 0. It means p of -1 is 0. From here what I get? I get the value of c. Keep the c over here, rest all on being this side. We get plus b minus a plus 1. Please check. I'm getting here c value as b becomes positive, a becomes negative, 1 becomes positive. Sir, why c? It's okay. You don't want to have c, make b a subject, make a subject, your choice. Okay, no problem. Moving on. What are they asking? Then the product of other two zeros. So if let's say the zeros was alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, formula is same, dear. In the case of products, the formula is same. Repeat after me. For the product, the formula is same, minus the constant term by the coefficient of x cube. Minus the constant term by coefficient of x cube. So plus c by 1. Plus c by 1. Not minus. Plus c by 1. Okay? Plus c by 1. When I do that, what I'm getting? Have a look. Alpha is -1. And beta will be what? Beta will be, okay, so excuse me, 3 minus, right, actually. Beta is simply beta and gamma is this, right? No, this will be, please check, it is minus plus minus. Okay, minus this plus, okay, minus. I think it is plus c by 1 only. It is plus c by 1 only, correct. The formula is plus c by 1. Okay. Now, alright, let's check what we have. We're looking for the product of other two zeros, right? Excuse me, just give me 1 second, I'm just thinking of something. For cubic, what happens is the sum will be minus, this will be plus, this will be minus, right? It will be minus actually. Sir, what are you saying? I was just thinking, usually what happens, no? This is not part of the syllabus. I've taken this as a surprise question and I got surprised, okay? So basically, if you take the sum of the roots, what will happen? It will become minus a by 1. Basically, this over here, 1 we have. Then you take the sum at 2 at a time, alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha. Then b becomes positive, plus b by the first term. If you go for the product, in case of cubic polynomial, what happens is, you take the sum of all the three, alpha plus beta plus gamma, you'll have minus this term by the first coefficient, which is 1. When you take the sum, when you're taking the two of the zeros at a time, alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha, it becomes plus b by 1. If you take the product, it will become minus c by 1 actually, minus c by 1. So you have minus c over here, this minus will go on this side, it will become positive. We have beta times of gamma equals to plus c. What are they asking? Product of other two zeros. It means beta gamma equals to plus c what? What is plus c? We have the value b minus a plus 1. Option is A. Option is A. Please check. Option is A. All right, option is A. Superb question. Just we needed to understand this. There are three conditions over here: alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is nothing but minus b by a. For the other two, we have alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is c by a. Okay, and the last term becomes what? Alpha into beta into gamma, right? We'll have d by over here, minus d by a over here. Because if you write the cubic term, no, you'll have cubic as ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Please check. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Again, not in syllabus, but I am going to push you a little bit extra. That is my job, okay? That's my role over here. 10th one is clear. Everyone let me know question number 10 is clear or not. In the comment section, is the question 10 clear or not? Okay. Question number 11 now. If one zero of the polynomial x square minus 3x kx plus 4k be twice the other, okay, it means what? It means alpha is twice of beta. 1 0 is twice the other, means alpha is twice of beta. Check this out. Alpha plus 2 beta, sorry, my bad, not 2 beta. Alpha plus beta, right? Yeah. Will be minus b by a. What is minus b over here? Minus of minus 3k becomes simply 3k by 1. A is 1 over here. A is 1. Minus of minus 3k becomes plus 3k, okay? Alpha is what? 2 beta. Right here, 2 beta plus beta is nothing but 3k. From here, what I get? 3 beta is 3k. From here, what I get? Beta is k. Beta value is k. They are equal actually. Not visible. 1 second. Beta value is coming equal to k. Done. Let's go for product now. Go for product. Alpha into beta equals to c by a. What is c in this case? 4k. 4k by a is 1, so that is it. We get alpha as 2 beta times of beta. What I get? 2 beta square equals to 4k. What I get from here? 2 2s are 4. K and this will cancel because this is again going to be k square 2k. Please check. I'm getting the value of k is either 0 or k is either 2. In this case, we have only one option, B. Please check. Because beta square is nothing but k square, right? Beta square is k square. Beta square is k square. Because beta is k. So beta square is k square. K square and k is there. Either you can put k as 0 or you can put k as 2. Either k is 0 or k is 2. Please check. 1 second. K is either 0 or 2. Got it? In this case, options are given. You have to pick the right one. So 2 is correct. Moving on. This is clear. Clear all of this. Question number 12 now. Question number 12 is the assertion reason. A quadratic polynomial whose zeros are given, minus 3 and 4. We're looking to find that. We have the formula x square minus alpha plus beta times of x plus alpha beta plus, that's the formula that we have. X square will be as it is. Sum of these two, the zeros, minus 3 plus 4. X and minus 3 into 4. Cross check. I'm getting here x square minus x because 4 minus 3 is 1 minus x minus 12. Same thing they have given. It means it's true. Assertion is true. Let's look at reason now. The quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha beta. This is the result that I use right now. So this also is true and option A is correct. I actually use the reason to get the assertion right. It means both of them are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Is the correct explanation of assertion. Have a look. Done. Done. Next assertion reason question. Question number 13. Let's read the assertion now. A degree of a non-zero constant polynomial is 0. Yeah. Whenever we have constant polynomial, what is the degree? 0. Correct. Degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. Correct. They are both right. But does it explain the assertion? No. Not, sir. Of course not. They are two different things. This is a constant polynomial, this is a zero polynomial. They are two different types of polynomial. They are both true statements but not explaining it. It means both are true but not explaining the assertion. Option B is correct in this. 13th, option B is the correct choice. Okay. Next, question number 14. Next is subjective question number 14. Okay. Alpha, beta are the zeros of polynomial x square minus 4 root 3x plus 3. Find the values of sum and then difference. Please check. This is S minus P. Sum and the product difference they are asking. Sum you find first. Sum will be alpha plus beta. How much is that? Minus of minus 4 root 3 by 1. That is basically 4 root 3 was the product. Product is what? This 3 by 1. So simply 3. Put it back over here. I get sum as 4 root 3 minus, not P, excuse me. This is simply as 3. That's your answer. 4 root 3 minus 3. That's your answer. Question is done. Simple problem. Please check. Okay. Next up is question number 15. They were asking alpha plus beta minus alpha beta, right? So alpha plus beta is sum, alpha into beta is product. Question number 3 now. Okay. Find a quadratic polynomial, the sum of whose zeros is 7. Okay. But as 7. And their product is 12. We know the formula, x square minus alpha plus beta times of x plus alpha into beta. Okay. So we have x square minus 7x and plus 12 as my polynomial. Plus 12 as my polynomial. Great. That's one part of the answer. Next part is what? Find the zeros also. How do you find zeros? If this is my polynomial p of x, I'll put this equal to 0, right? So x square minus 7x plus 12 by half. Factorize this. You get x minus 3 and x minus 4. Please check. Minus 3 into minus 4 is plus 12. Minus 3 into x is minus 3x. Minus 4 into x is minus 4x. And x into x is x square. If you want, you can factorize it. What method? Split the middle term. Okay. Minus 3 into minus 4 is 12. X into minus 3 is minus 3x. Minus 4 into x is minus 4x, which is nothing but minus 7x. And x into x is x square, which is the first term. Please check from here. Your x value is coming out as 4 or 3. These are my zeros. These are my zeros. From here 4, from here 3. If you add them, please check. 4 plus 3 is 7 and 4 into 3 is 12. Makes sense. Okay. That's your answer for question number 15. Fair enough. Simple enough. Are concepts easier or not? Tell me. Yes. Now, question number 16. 2 by 3 and minus 3 are the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Zeros means what? First of all, let's make this, remove this a from here. You get x square plus 7 by ax plus b by a. I've taught you this few questions back, I think in the first couple of questions. The coefficient which is given for x square you can keep in the denominator of the other terms. Okay, so I get x square. I'm taking basically a common and putting on the other side as 0. Okay, I get x square 7 by ax and plus b by a. They've given the zeros over here. Please check. If you use these two, you will have x square minus sum of these two, 2 by 3 plus minus 3. We have x plus 2 by 3 into minus 3. Simplify now. We get x square, minus sign is there, LCM is 3. I get 2 minus 9x. 3 and 3 is cancelled. I get minus 2. X square minus, this is minus 7. Over here becomes plus 7. Plus 7 by 3x minus 2. Now compare this one with this one. Compare please. You can see value of a is nothing but directly 3. What are they asking? Find the values of a and b. Find the values of a and b. Compare. 7 by ax, 7 by 3x. From here we can say a value is 3. What about this? b by a is minus 2. b by a is minus 2. b by 3 is minus 2. It means b value is 6. b value is 6. 3 into 2 minus 6. B value is minus 6. So A value is 3. This is 3 actually. And B value is minus 6. Have a look. 16th is done. You want to see one more time? Please have a look. Question number 17 now. Question number 17 now. What do we have for this? Alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial 4x square plus 3x plus 7. Find the value of this. Looking at this will be difficult, okay, for some student. I'm not saying for everyone, but for some of my very dear students, from my very dear bacha log, this looks difficult. This looks difficult. Why? What do you know? What you can do if this thing is given like this? Take LCM, take it then. Alpha beta, this will become beta plus alpha. What it basically means? Alpha plus beta by alpha into beta. What it means? Sum by the product. Find some product. Sum is what? Minus b by a. How much is that? Minus 3 by 4. What's the product? C by a. 7 by 4. Put these two back over here. What are you gonna get? Minus 3 by 4 by 7 by 4. 4 and 4 cancel. Answer is minus 3 by 7. Answer is minus 3 by 7. That's 7 over here. That is 7 over here. Please check. Answer is minus 3 by 7, okay? Simple enough. Move on. Move on. It's a P by Q. This is a P by Q. Okay? Question number 18 now. Find the number of zeros for the given polynomial. Okay. Difficult. Is it? How do you find that? Put 0 equals to x minus 2 the whole square plus 4. If you want to apply logic, do it. This can be either 0 or positive. It's a whole square. This thing can be either 0 or more than 0. Basically what it means, always more than equal to 0. This whole thing is always more than or equal to 0. Add 4 to this. Add 4 to that. Can it ever go to 0? For this to become 0, it has to be minus 4. Never, sir. It's a whole square means positive. It means for no real values of x, of the variable x, okay, fx becomes equal to 0. What it means? Answer is no real zeros. This is the answer. No real zeros. This is logic statement. What about operations? Let's solve it. Move this on this side, we get minus 4 equals to x minus 2 the whole square. Can you take the root on this side? Root of minus 4 equals to x minus 2. What about next? It will become what? 2i equals to x minus 2. X equals to 2 plus 2i. Grade 11 written over this. This is grade 11, 11th grade maths complex number. This is complex number. This is called an imaginary part, this is called a real part. Sir, what is all of this? Never learnt it. Yes, I understand you never learnt it. Simply erase all of this. Simply erase all of this. That's why I'm telling you, there is no real method to solve this question. Only the analytical part what I gave you there. Otherwise, the approach to solve this question will be involving something called as complex numbers. Something called as complex number, which is not there in your syllabus. Hence, you can't do that. You can't find that. But sir, still I want to do some steps. Okay, do some steps. X minus 2 the whole square equals to minus 4. X minus 2 equals to root of minus 4. Right here, not possible. This much you have learnt. This much you have learnt. Root of negative number is not possible. You have learned this much. It's actually possible. We learned that in grade 11. But right now for your syllabus, this is not possible. Hence, there will be no real value of x which will be what? The given polynomial will be 0, or basically no real zeros. Question number 18 is actually a without step answer, but very conceptual, strong conceptual question. Okay, 18th is done. Simple enough. Now moving on to question number 19th. Find the value of k such that the polynomial given over here has sum of its zeros equal to half of their product. What it means? Sum of the zeros is half of the product. Find the sum. Minus of minus k plus 6 by 1 equals to the product c by a. What is c? 2 times of 2k minus 1 divided by 1. 2 and 2 cancels. This minus minus becomes plus. I get k plus 6 equals to 2k minus 1. 1 comes over here. K goes over there. Okay. I get 6 plus 1 equal to 2k minus k. K is 7. K is 7. Question number 19 also. Seems difficult. It's a PYQ from Delhi paper 2019, but easy, isn't it? Okay. Sum is half of the product. I've taken that. Question number 20 now. We are about to close our session. Let's end it on the positive note. Let me know how much you like the session. Let me know, what should I add more? What more questions you want me to do? If you don't tell me, I will not know what is your requirement, okay? So let me know whatever you need from me. I'm telling you, I'll come up with a session and discuss those concepts for sure. Question number 20 now. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, okay? Py is y square minus p times of y plus 1 minus c, such that alpha plus 1 and beta plus 1 is 0. Then what? What is the value of c? Okay. First of all, let's make this as a quadratic form. We have p of y. This becomes y square minus py, and we have minus p minus c. Y square minus py minus of p plus c is my quadratic form of the polynomial. Okay. What are they asking? This part. What are they asking? This part. Expand it. Alpha into beta is alpha beta. Alpha into 1 is alpha. Beta into 1 is beta, and 1 into 1 is 1. So this is alpha beta plus alpha plus beta plus 1 equal to 0. What is this? Product, sum and 1. Find the product here, guys. Find the sum first. Sum will become minus b by a. So minus of minus p by 1. How much is this? Simply p. This is the value of your sum. Look for the product now. The product. What is the product over here? C by a. In this case, minus of p plus c by 1. Okay. What I get? Simply minus of p minus c. Okay. Got it? This is product. This is sum. Check this out. We have minus p minus c as a product. Alpha plus beta is sum plus p plus 1 equal to 0. P and p is cancelled. I get minus c plus 1 is 0. I get c value is equal to 1. What are they asking? What is the value of c? What are they asking? What is the value of c? C is coming as plus 1. C is coming as plus 1. Have a look. Clear? Very much clear. Question number 20 is over. 20 is over. Simple problem. 21 now. Find the maximum value of polynomial. Also find the value of x where the polynomial is, where this maximum value occurs. Now this is a question which is not in the syllabus. Then why have you taken it, sir? Because 2 years back, I told you, 2 years back this question, something like this came, and your students, your friends got puzzled. Okay. Usually they don't ask it in your boards, of course, but in pre-boards, in other examination, this keeps coming up once in a while. Okay. And there's no harm in learning one single extra concept, not difficult. Okay, anyway, you're gonna learn this next year. Then why not right now? Little bit, one formula. Promise one formula. Will not go more than that. One formula pakka. One formula, one figure. Sir, you said figure now. Just one formula, one figure, small figure. You know this figure. You know this figure. What is this? It's a parabola. This is a parabola. You've learned this. I'm not making something new. Parabola. Okay. You know this figure, right? It's a graph of a polynomial function, quadratic function. Okay. Got it? Pakka? Alright. Now, whenever you have a polynomial like this, p of x equals to minus 9x square plus 12x minus 4. What is a value here? Minus 9, which is more, which is less than 0. Whenever you have the coefficient of x square as negative, then what happens? Parabola becomes inverted. If it is positive, parabola is upward. If a is positive, parabola is upward. If a is negative, parabola is downward. Now think about it. If it is upward parabola, can you ever get a maximum point? Where's the maximum point? At this point. I'll keep going up. Which point is maximum? This point. I'll keep going up. So in the upward parabola, there does not exist any maximum value. There exists a minimum value. For this, there exists a, over here, a minimum value. There exists a minimum value. Okay, minimum value. And this point is called as vertex. This point where the minimum is occurring is called as vertex. There's a coordinate for this. The vertex is given by x equals to minus b upon 2a. This is my vertex x coordinate. What about y coordinate, sir? F of x. You get the x value, put this x value back in the function, the polynomial that is given to you. So f of x. Okay, in this case, different, sir? No. This is, sir, in this case, maximum value will be there. Because minimum value will keep going down and down. There's no minimum value in the lower, concave down parabola. When the parabola is going downwards, there is no minimum value. It will keep going down, 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 down. But there is a maxima. And that point is what? The vertex. That point is what? Vertex. Sir, coordinates will be difficult, no? Same thing. This also has same coordinate x equals to minus b by 2a and y equals to f of x. So how do you find this? Find it, no? X equals to minus b. What is minus b value? Minus of 12. 12. What is 2a? 2 times of minus 9. 2 into 6. Minus minus cancelled. I get this as 2 by 3. 3 to 6, 3 to 9. My x value is 2 by 3. So x equals to 2 by 3 is the point where maxima is there. The point of maximum value. Where does this maxima occurs? Where does this maximum value of px occurs is this point. X equals to 2 by 3. And what is the maximum value? The maximum value will be what? F of the y value over here, right? This is the maximum value, correct? This is the maximum value. How do you find that? F of 2 by 3. Do it. I get minus 9 times of 4 by 9 plus 12 times of 2 by 3 and minus 4. 9, 9 cancels, 3, 4 is cancel. Okay, I get here minus 4 plus 4 into 2 is 8 minus 4, 0. My f of 2 by 3, which is the maximum value, this is the maximum value, max px value is actually 0. Means basically this is our x-axis. Please check. My maximum value is 0 and occurring at 2 by 3. Every other value is negative actually. Every other value of function will be negative. Okay, maximum value is 0 and the value is occurring at the point 2 by 3. What you need to remember is when a is more than 0, the parabola is going upward. When a is less than 0, parabola is going downward. Formula is minus b by 2a for the vertex x coordinate. And what is the y coordinate? The point value, f of x value. Tell me you had fun in this question or not. All the toppers, I know you must have enjoyed this question. All the toppers, all students who like algebra, all students who want to challenge themselves would have certainly enjoyed this question. Pakka se, 100% guarantee. Okay, because this would be me. If I like to, see this kind of question, it makes me challenge myself. So of course, it's more fun. It's not boring at all. So this is clear. Now this is the end of your session today. Unfortunately, but yes, this is where I have to say bye. Okay, goodbye for today. But again, don't worry, I'm coming back every time with some interesting video, whether it is a lecture session, whether it is some tips I want to give you. So stay tuned with us on Diksha Vedantu for class 10th to have more sessions like this, to have more learnings like this, and to have more fun between us like this. Okay, did you not have fun with me? Even a little bit, 1%, 2%, 5%. Okay, let me know that. Okay, and with this I can end the session today. I'll see you again very soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.